People ask me how I met my Jamaican husband. So grab you a drink, get comfortable because it's a whole story. But first, it starts with me being laid off. So 2022 is when it happened. My year started off with the highs. I was a team lead. I had a very good job. I was loving my job, going to my job every day. And I had a vacation plan with one of my friends. We went to Disney World. Well, while we were at Disney World, guess what? We both get a call that they have did layoffs at our job, and we were a part of it. We didn't let it bother us as much. We would deal with it when we got back. So that already started off the second quarter of the year of my year. I just knew it was going to be crazy. So I went from working a job that I love, on vacation, getting laid off, living off of my saving. Now my girlfriends and I, we always take a trip every year. First year we went to California. Second year they came visited me in Houston and we did some things. And then lastly we decided to go to Jamaica. Let's go out the country. So everything was kind of like happening at the last minute for Jamaica. We planned to go to Jamaica. We could not decide on a date. Everybody was busy, and then we finally decided on a date, and then guess what? I lost my job. We're going to do our traditional girls trip, but we're also going to celebrate one of my friend's birthday. Weeks passed and she stumbled across this great deal for the three of us that we just could not pass. So it's like, okay, we'll make it happen. I'll go into my savings and support my supply for my trip. So we finally paid for the trip, did everything we needed to do. I make my way to Baton Rouge so we can all fly out of New Orleans together. It's a girls trip. We are like very excited. Well, not even 24 hours before the flight leaves, I get a message that says that they're gonna have to cancel our flights. And I was like, oh my gosh, what is going on? So I called United Airlines. The lady from United Airlines said, if you can be at the airlines to depart at a 6 a.m. flight, I'm gonna put you on this flight. I was like, okay, let bet. So we were already packed and everything. We had to go pick up our other friend, and we leave Baton Rouge about 1 o'clock a.m. We make it to the airport at 3 o'clock. We get through everything. Everything is like we're having fun. I'm on no sleep, team no sleep right now. So we get to the airport, we go to the bar, we're laughing, we're drinking, we're just having so much fun, y'all. Like literally, like it's a girls trip, we're getting ready. So we make it to Jamaica, and as we touch down, I'm like, oh my God, I'm in heaven. This is my favorite place. At the airport, I'm telling you, when we're going on the jetway, I'm like, oh my God, this is it. This is my place. Like this is my place. So we go through customs. This is my first time I'm having my passport stamped. This is my first time flying out of the country. Mind you, I have been to Jamaica when I was younger on a cruise and one time in my adult life, but I didn't enjoy it. But nothing beats flying into Jamaica, okay? That is a whole different level. So we get through customs. I found us a driver, a personal driver off of Facebook, and he had a sign for us welcoming us, to Jamaica. So we stayed at the Rio Reggae. We get to the Rio Reggae, and I am the hostess that does the mostest. I am the friend, the daughter, the cousin who plans everything. It's the Capricorn in me. So I had everything planned for the day. We were booked and busy, okay? But that's how my friends wanted it. They wanted us to be busy and seeing the country. So Saturday was kind of a chill day. So we get to our resort. We kind of we're tired. Remember, we hadn't really slept but on a plane. So we just kind of enjoy and see what the resort is about. Sunday, September 11th, we have excursions. We're going to Ochi. We're going to go bamboo rafting into the Blue Hole. So our driver took us. He came with the car all celebrated with balloons for my friend, decorated and stuff. It was a vibe. So we had a personal drive to the bamboo rafting, which was so amazing. We were supposed to go to the one in Montego Bay, but it rained, so the river was high, so we would not be able to do it. So we ended up having a really good time at Ochi. So we drive to the Blue Hole, and we had an amazing time. It was amazing jumping off of the cliff. Just being in the water at the river, it was so much fun. So after that, our driver takes us to KFC. We had never heard about the KFC drama, but the KFC in Ochi is my absolute favorite. It was so yummy, so good. So good. The best KFC I ever had. So then we make it back. to our resort. We're tired. I think we had like dinner at a steakhouse restaurant that night at 3 Reggae and getting ready for our next day. I'm telling you all of this because it's a point to all of this. So the next day, which was the Monday, September 12th, we get ready to go to Chukka. Now, we rode the excursion bus because we did that excursion through the website. So the pickup was actually from the hotel, the resort. They picked us up. So we get to Chukka. It was a little ways to go. And we pull up, and I had on this little pink, cute little biker short set, and yeah. I'm telling you this for a reason. Remember what I'm wearing. It's a pic. I'm gonna post up a picture right here. This is what I was wearing. It's a reason I'm telling you this. So we get off, and you know, it was just, we were the first ones there with the early morning crew, good to go. We do our little check-ins, weigh-ins, whatever. So there was one particular worker who was like flirting with one of my friends. He would not stop flirting with her. Like, it was crazy. So we get ready to go to zipline, and we pay to do zipline and horseback riding, ATV riding, and then lunch was included. When we did the you know, you have to be weighed and stuff like that. So we have to go through all that. We have to do our safety checks, talks, sign waivers, all of that. So we're walking to zipline. And I need to tell you this. With my friends, when we went to California, one of my friends wanted to walk up to the Hollywood sign. Well, we did that, but we didn't go all the way up because I'm fat. And my other friend, we just could not go up that hill. So my friend who really wanted to go walk up to the sign, she was very disappointed. So we made a pact that this trip we were going to do everything that everybody wanted to do. So my thing was ziplining. My other friend, she wanted to do the jumping off the cliff at the Blue Hole. And then another one of my friends wanted to do horseback riding. And then ATV, who doesn't want to do that? We all want to do that. So ziplining is my first adventure where, you know, I'm excited. Everything we just having so much fun. And the guys, they are very flirtatious there. And they're very, very fun. They are even one of the ladies who was on the zipline, who works at the zipline. They just a ball of fun. I think they have the most energy at the zipline. So they're telling us how to do our stuff, and we're getting ready to go. And when we went, we only did like, you go up the tree house, over to the water, the ocean to the other side of the ocean, and then the ocean to the sand. So we finally get up there, and I'm the second friend. My first friend, they all nervous. They ready to get down now. And I'm like, y'all, let's just get through it. Like, the faster we get through it, we get through it. Okay, so we get through it. And my friend who was the scariest, she went first. So she's getting off, and she's going to land. I'm next. So I'm getting off the land, and I'm getting off the ocean part onto the sand. And lo and behold, this man was waiting for me right there to help me take off my helmet. So he's helping me take off my helmet, but I'm not paying attention to him. One of the other guys said something to my friend. I'm trying to be that protective friend, and I'm like listening, trying to worry about their conversation, not seeing who's right here in front of me. So he was like, you know, you're fine as. And I look at him, and I look at his eyes, and I said, oh, you're kind of cute too. So just, you know, a little harmless flirting. That's what I call it. So we little flirting, whatever. And we so he takes off my helmet, and he proceeds to talk to me and ask me, are you single? And I said, yes, I'm single. And so he was like, so what's your social? You know, like my social. And he said, no, I mean your social media. So we exchanged social medias, and that was that. So after that, we decided to do the hammock. And the hammock ziplining, you can't wear any of your shorts. So we took those off, and I had on a thong bikini. And whenever I took my shorts off, all the guys was like calling my man's name. They was like, hey, calling him to, I guess, look at me. So it's a little bit embarrassing, but I guess he liked what he saw. So anyway, we do the hammock, and we get off. So we come back to land because we were in water now. We come back to land, and he follows me, and he's like, can I touch your butt? I was like, yeah. I know it's a little fast, but we grown, okay? We grown over here. So he touched my butt. we exchanged numbers this time, and he said, "Don't give your number to anybody else." I'm like, "Okay, whatever." So we're waiting for the next excursion, which is ATV riding. So we had to go to the bar. So we went to the swim up bar, and we just dancing, having a good time. So we go ATV riding. It was the best ATV riding experience ever. I had a blast. So he would call me and check on me throughout the time. He would FaceTime me, text me while we were still there, while we were eating lunch. He came, just checking on me. I thought that was so sweet. Even when I was getting ready to leave, he came and checked on me. So we did the horseback riding, and it's time for us to go. So we made plans to actually see each other later that night, but we were going to go to the club. But I think we were just exhausted and tired. So he decided to come to my resort. I'm the scary friend, y'all. I'm sitting up here thinking that we are going to get caught, this and that. I like to live on the edge, but not too much on the edge, if you understand what I'm saying. So he makes it to my resort, and we have a good time. We go on the beach, we talk, we kind of like connect with each other. So I'm liking the conversation. I'm liking where he's going. He's really cute. I'm sitting up here thinking like, oh my gosh, like, how did I meet him? Like, whatever. So the next day, which was Tuesday, we had massages on the beach. So we get a massage on the beach, and I'm just thinking about him. Like, okay. So after that, I was like, you know what? I'm going to take a trip to go see him, right? And everybody was mad. Oh my God. Why are you leaving the resort? You don't know. I heard everything. But it was the little daredevil in me that was like, let me go just explore. So I don't know. He made me feel like I could trust him. I was still nervous, but I still trusted him to go to his house. So I didn't take a personal drive. I took a drive from the resort because I found out that they are responsible for you. So the driver, his name is Lance. He is my driver that I would recommend to anybody that I have going to Jamaica. Get Lance, because Lance took very much care for me. He talked to me the entire ride there. He talked to my man on the phone. Like, he told me what area it was. Like, he was like, don't be nervous. A lot of women, and me, I need to say that I didn't come to Jamaica to find a man, to look for a man, to have a one night stand. I did not do any of that. I didn't even know anything about 90-day fiance or women coming to Jamaica and cheating on their spouses. That was not me. I've always been a relationship type of girl. So this was the first year that I was actually not in a relationship. So it just worked out like that. And I'm just here to have fun. You live once. So I know. It's a little dangerous, but hey, whatever. But so I get to his house, and he talks to Lance, the driver, on the phone, and tell him what time to pick me up. And like, well, I'll text you and tell you when to come pick me up. So we end up just having a good time, and I didn't want to leave, but I felt like it was best to go ahead and leave. So Wednesday was our last full official day there. So we decided to get a tattoo, me and my girlfriends, to kind of like commemorate this moment, this trip, because we had a great time. So he wasn't my man at the time. He found a tattoo place for us, and he kind of like chaperoned us there because we had to go downtown Montego Bay. And the way he just like, this is when I knew that this was a good man. So first of all, he bought us some patties. That's not it, but my friends was like, they wanted patties. So he went and bought us all some patties, and would not take their money back. Like, my friends was trying to pay him. He was like, for what? Okay, so that was a good thing. So then after we got our tattoos, or I think we were waiting on our tattoo, I don't know, one of them, he was outside with us, and this guy was coming up to us because I guess we just looked like tourists. All he had to do was give him a look, and the man walked away. And I was like, well, that made me feel protected. And ever since then, I just knew he would always protect me. I always knew. So that was that. And we spent a little time together, and Thursday he was going to come with me to the airport, but he couldn't get off of work. So it was fine. That wasn't going to be my last time seeing him. Okay. And I have to say a real big shout out to my friends, Janice and Toy. You don't even realize that you would be the reason why I met my soulmate. So thank you so much. So after I returned back to America, still without a job, still just going through it. I actually had a job that I was gonna start, a new job that I was gonna start in October. So him and I, we FaceTime every day. We talked every day. We text every day. We were like, we didn't think we were going to be more than what it was until I returned. So we are still like going through the motions. We haven't made anything official. We're still just like, communicating a lot. So we didn't make it official until 2 months after I met him. And here's why. So before that, he was a Gyalis. He was a Gyalis. For real. And I did get a DM from his ex. But that's not what this story is about. So we're going to move right along. But he told me something. He said he always knew we were going to get married. Now, maybe when I get with him, when I see him the next time, we'll do like a little refresh of this story. He can tell his version, because his version, he said when he saw me get off the bus, yes, he was stalking me, he knew that we were going to be together. But I'll let him tell that story. So where are we now? I went back to Jamaica in November of 2022. And that's when we made our relationship official. So it was like, I was just like feeling him. And he was feeling me. So I started going every 2 months to Jamaica. I spent my birthday with him. I went in the springtime. Every 2 months I was hopping on a plane to see him. And it worked like that. We took our first vacation to Panama in 2023, June 2023 for his birthday. We celebrated his birthday there. So we just like really just grew into a amazing relationship. I love his mother. When I first started going, I would stay at an Airbnb. Child, please. The first time I came to Jamaica by myself in November, after we made it official, they invited me over for Sunday dinner. And that's when I knew they loved me, because the food was amazing. They adapted to me like, I don't know, it's just like, I'm family. For somebody to cook for you, you definitely have to be family. So that was my first time meeting them. And then I came back in in January for my birthday. And we stayed at Grand Palladium. He did a photo shoot. And I didn't stay at his house until maybe March or April. The next time I came, we stayed at his house. And yeah, we stayed at his house. So, okay. So he proposed to me January 9th, 2024, which is actually my birthday. He set up this whole surprise dinner, and he invited my friends and family, but they were unable to come. He had so many surprises. Like, he really kept it under wraps from me. It was amazing. I cried, he cried. It was an amazing proposal. And I knew that I wanted to spend the rest of my life with him, for sure. Absolutely. I would say yes again. So we decided to get married in July 2024. So we got married. My friends and family came as friends. It was a magical moment. It was the best. It was the best. Every moment that I have with him is always the best. So I ended up deciding to stay longer than expected. So I was staying there last year. I would stay for 3 months, come back to America, go back for 3 months, come back to America. That was like the thing I could do. And we actually got closer. So we've lived together, and we kind of know each other's perks, like we're still learning each other every day. So we are still 1,338 miles away. We're planning to close the gap pretty soon, hopefully, prayerfully. But the wait, it's worth it. But I'm over the wait. I'm over the distance. I want my man here. I want my husband here. So I hope you enjoyed our story of how we met. Just know that sometimes love can happen in an unpredictable way. Sometimes love happens when you're not even looking for it. I went to Jamaica to heal from losing my job, and I end up with a whole husband. God's timing is always perfect. If you're in an LDR and you have a love story similar to mine, let me know in the comment. I want to know. Let's talk about it in the comments. And make sure you subscribe for more wife-like and LDR content. Thank you guys for watching and listening to my story.